to begin, I'm going to do a section of hair from my parting to just behind my ear, and I'm going to clip the rest of my hair out of the way so it's easier for me to do my victory roll and back combing. Now I'm just going to work through this section of hair in about 1 inch rows of back combing. I'm using my Boar bristle back combing brush, and I'm also spraying each section with the Batiste XXL Volume Dry Shampoo, which just gives it a lot more texture and it really holds that back combing in. So as you can see, I like to back comb in rows, and then I like to do a little bit of back combing to bring all of those rows together. It just means you get a much fuller back comb and it just makes everything stick together a lot better. The key to really soft, smooth victory rolls is to really spend your time brushing through that whole outer section of the hair, just to make sure you take care of all the flyaways. For this first victory roll, what I'm actually going to do is bring that hair around my fingers and just bring it from behind and tuck it in, and then roll towards my head. So as you can see again, I'm bringing that hair from the front around the back of my 2 fingers, holding the actual curl shape, and then just tucking that in as I bring the roll to my head. Now I'm just going to mould that shape a little bit and make sure I like the roundness of this victory roll and where it's sitting, and I'm going to just clip it in place with a long pin curl clip just whilst we move on to the other victory roll, so that then if I have to move it or reshape it, then it doesn't mean I have to take the clip out and start again. I can just properly pin it in place with a bobby pin once I'm happy with the overall shape. So I've sectioned off this other part of my hair exactly the same. So I've drawn a line from my parting to just behind my ear, and I'm going to work through that back combing again, layering up that hairspray and the Batiste XXL Volume Spray to get a really solid back comb. Once again, once you've done all of the back combing, if you just really spend your time brushing through that whole section of hair all the way around the section that we've back combed, so then you can take care of all those flyaways. And I like to layer up that hairspray as well, just to really get control over this whole section of hair before we start to roll. For this side, I'm actually going to wrap my hair around my 2 fingers, just tucking in that end, and then I'm going to take the hair off and just roll down into my head, keeping a hold of it whilst I work on the shape and size of it with my fingers. I'm just going to show you that once more close up so you can see exactly what I'm doing with my hands for this victory roll. Once you're happy with the size and placement of your victory rolls, you can then go in with hair grips. I like to clip them where the roll first curves into the scalp, as it anchors that victory roll in really well. And if you actually bring the clip slightly under the first layer of hair, then it hides the clip as well. So once you're happy and everything's pinned in, I like to spend a little bit more time with plenty of hairspray and just smoothing down all of those flyaways with the tips of my fingers. It just helps keep everything under control. So to do the Pageboy curl set, I'm going to start off by using a curling mousse. I'm just making sure that's really evenly distributed throughout my hair and brushing everything through just so we've got a great even coverage. To curl my hair, I'm using a 1 inch curling iron with the clamp, and I'm going to start a few inches away from the base of my hair and then roll up and pull that hair through the curling iron as I get towards my scalp. This way it's just a lot better way of distributing the heat, and you can get a really even curl throughout the section of hair. As I work through this set, I'm going to pin each curl in place. This means that the curls can actually cool down in that curl shape so they last a lot better throughout the day, and I'm just going to work through the remaining of my hair. nice even Pageboy style, you want to make sure that the curls are completely even on each side of your face so that they gradiate in nicely to surround your chin. So as you can see, I'm doing a really simple curl set for this one. All I want the hair to do is actually tuck under and gradiate around my face. So all I'm doing is just doing inch-long sections just on 2 rows throughout my hair. So you want to let the hair cool for at least 20 minutes. If you can leave it longer, that's wonderful. Just so the curls have completely cooled down so they're ready for the brush out. So all I've done is taken each of the clips out and I'm just doing a gentle back comb through each section of the curl. So for the Pageboy style curl set, you want all of the hair to actually tuck underneath and then gradiate around the front of your face. So as you can see, I'm just making sure I brush completely inwards and round, and then I can actually sculpt that curl with my hands to make sure everything stays in place and sits nicely all the way around. You have complete control over the way these curls actually sit, so really spend that time moulding the hair and brushing, but make sure that you use your hands as well to really sculpt that curl in so it's nice and even on both sides of your face. Once you're happy with your style, use plenty of hairspray and use your fingers to just smooth down any flyaways and just keep everything nice and set in place. And there you have our Love Heart Victory Rolls with a really simple take on the Pageboy curl set. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, please hit that subscribe button, and you can also find me on Instagram and Facebook.